G'day everyone, it's Omidex here and welcome to a special episode on this channel. I'm hyped, I'm thrilled, the update is here and it's better than I imagined. It's such a rare W by EA. They actually listened to the audience, man. There were so many annoying things in this game, like Finesse Shot Plus was so overpowered, but it's dead now. Or is it? Is it dead? Nah, they're still flying in left, right and center, but it's not a problem for me. Finesse Shot Plus is a playstyle they gave to the best players at that in the whole world. They should have some level of capability with that. They most certainly nerfed it a little bit, but it's still a very viable way to score goals. And before we get to the main part of this video, I'm just letting you know, the corner glitch is still a thing. But the main thing I want to talk about is how you should adjust your game according to this new patch and what formations currently work best in the game. First, midfield congestion is gone, aka 71 depth, so now you should be defending and putting pressure on your opponent manually. Here as you can see I marked this player perfectly. My opponent has only one other player to pass the ball to, which I need to close down very quickly with this player. And I successfully do that because I manually defend it. Here on another scenario you can see that we have a clear runner that I need to mark with this player. Again, successfully done because I manually defend. And it's beautiful because people are not used to manually defending, so now there is an actual skill gap that if you press your opponent by yourself, you can get a goal out of it. So now with the 71 depth gone, yes, you should defend manually, but the good news is you can attack in the middle of the pitch as well. This is so huge. Yes, cutbacks are still a thing and they're pretty powerful. But the problem with that was it was the only way to score goals consistently. Now I suggest you use a lot of midfield play and tiki-taka in the middle of the pitch. Just look at some of these clips. This is where the skill gap in this game comes to play. Now you can actually have some creativity, find the passes through, maybe dribble a little bit. It's much closer to a game of football and I'm really happy with these changes. Now we all have a luxury of not only thinking about a certain pass, but to actually think through the next passes we're gonna make after that, and if our game plan is good, it's gonna work. And just one more thing I need to mention, extra passes inside the box are back, stronger than ever. So use it, the AI is not as strong as before to intercept the ball if it's not manually defended. So just don't rush for shooting, make sure you have your vision if there is a teammate available next to you. Now the part when we talk about formation. I've experimented with quite a few formations after the patch, and as I kept playing the game more and more and realized what I could do with just passing, I realized what a big ally 4-3-1-2 could be for me. To have all the numbers and available options in the midfield when you're passing, it would be a sin not to try this formation after the patch, so I did. And guess what? Top formation. Didn't lose a single game using this formation in elite division rivals. 7 wins and a draw. I'm showing you the tactics here, and the instructions stay the same as I posted on the 4-3-2-1 video. This formation just makes things happen in game. The runs are better than before. With the lower depth, you're less likely to get counterattacked, and the lack of wide players is easily solved by leaving our two fullbacks unbalanced. I would say if you're really good at passing plays, by surprising your opponent, making them think you're gonna pass it to one person and then passing it to another person, this formation might be it for you. And even if not, just give it a try, okay? This formation is it. Okay, give it a try. It might not be the most meta formation in the game, and it's probably not. But playing it right now is really fun, and it's been so long since I had fun in this game. Now speaking on a formation that's not too meta but really fun, this other formation is both meta and really fun as well. I'm of course talking about the 3-4-2-1. It's slightly not as good as before, because your wide midfielders now take longer to transition back to defense, so you'll get countered a lot, and trust me, you will get countered a lot. But if you can manage to just hold the pressure until your wingbacks are back, 3-4-2-1 is gonna annihilate your opponents when you're attacking. Keep in mind, I'm just showing you the tactics, instructions are the same as the video I posted about this formation. 3-4-2-1 is about having two wide players, three central attackers, and two midfielders in the middle of the pitch. So when you've got the ball, the options, the passing options are just endless, and it's so hard for your opponent to mark down every single runner you have. One of the biggest flaws with this formation was that you couldn't build up in the middle of the pitch, and your two midfielders could get outnumbered by your opponent's defense very quickly. But now that the overcongestion of the midfield is gone, it's much easier to build up in the middle. So I actually believe more people will enjoy this formation at the current state of this game. Just remember, don't pull out your defenders too much because your wingbacks take longer to transition back to defense. That's pretty much the only vulnerability this formation has. The next formation I want to talk about is the 4-3-3-4. Before the patch, I enjoyed this formation a lot. I'm not the biggest 4-3-3 enjoyer in the game, but this particular setup was fantastic. Unfortunately, at the current state of the game, I couldn't make this one click. What can I say, I just didn't like the way it played. But what did click for me was the 4-5-1, the second variation. Damn, this formation is brutal after the patch. Yes, it's a kind of formation that sometimes requires you to just do more solo plays, but when it gets going, goddamn, it's fantastic. Now that the middle of the pitch is open, you have three midfielders there, and you still have two players wide for long ball options. You can keep the ball forever because the press is not as good as before, and it's the perfect formation for midfield domination and just stretching out your opponent's defense. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I'm really happy with the patch and everything EA changed about the game. I think it's very more organic, actually more fun to play, and you have more ways of scoring goals than before the patch, which is something I really welcome. Thank you everybody for watching this video so far. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Cheers.